Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos, indeed. That is a fine introduction. Perhaps I should start all of the videos that way. I'll come up with my own anyway. So, welcome, folks, to video 3, night 3 of my Hades 2 playthrough. I like to think of it as a chronicle. And I'll start by addressing the concept of nights, which I just mentioned. The game is partitioned into nights that occur. Each time you're here in the crossroads, it's nighttime. And when you go down on a run to the underworld or wherever and combat occurs, and then you die, and then you fade back right here, a day has occurred in between, has elapsed. So now it is another night. So the game's time calendar, if you'd like, is divided into these nights. The very first beginning run, the one into which you're dropped immediately upon starting the game out of nowhere, that does not count as night 1. That's night 0, if you'd like. And then the night count increments from the run after that one. So here we are in night 3, and once we go down on the run, that will be the run of night 3. And when we materialize here again, that'll be night 4. So, a quick recap. Last time was interesting. We kind of stuck our nose a little bit into the Fields of Mourning, or the Mourning Fields, but didn't go too far, so as not to get too far ahead of where the game wants us. And after that, there was the very interesting flashback sequence of Melinoë as a little girl playing hide and seek with Hecate. I found that really endearing, adorable, really, because you hear the conversations between Melinoë and Hecate. They're all professional and adult, and Hecate is quite strict. And there she was as loving as a mother. It was really, really nice. And one notable development from last time was our receiving of the Book of Shadows, which functions as this game's codex and encyclopedia where you can collect game info or lore about various things. Hecate gave us that upon our defeat of her. All right, let us continue. It's got our tent going on here.
Hail, witch!
Dora's here this time. Let's salute her.
May moonlight guide you.
And the sun bleach your bones.
Okay, then.
Oof, you look rough, if we're being honest, Mel. Want to talk about it? Or at least tell me the juicy bits because I'm bored?
Last night I visited the mourning fields, and being surrounded by that much despair, I think I must have brought some of it home.
Here's that last night she's referencing. So, I guess you spend the day recuperating or something like that.
Well, why don't I just
Scare it out of you, you wretched worm!
Hey, that worked.
I know, right?
I love Dora. All right, let's give her a gift. I believe we have one nectar. Yeah, one nectar left, and have not received her keepsake. So, assuming she gives us one, let's try it.
Wanted you to have this, Dora. To the best hunter in all the crossroads.
Oh,
See, I knew you were gonna pull this gift custom thing on me sooner or later, so I have come prepared. Catch.
what do we get?
For me? Thank you, Dora.
Nice. Ghost onion. Her keepsake. So we can examine that when we check out the keepsake cabinet down below. For now, we got a new Book of Shadows entry on Dora herself. She aimlessly gravitated toward your tent, and your attempts to exorcise her failed. I can just imagine that happening. Thus, a long standing companionship began. Okay, got it. She is noteworthy inasmuch as she is able to communicate well beyond the means of lesser shades, such as she, for reasons you have yet to grasp. Ooh, some mystery there. That brings up an interesting point we can talk about. Everyone running around the crossroads and in many other places is a shade, as I've mentioned, and sometimes they take on actual physical human form. They look like people, unique and different from other shades. Sometimes they don't. They're just the random hooded shades wandering around. We'll see them very shortly. They're all shades. There's nothing special about the ones that have unique forms. The game just does that so you can identify them. And I've always assumed that all shades really have unique forms. It's just the game doesn't bother to show them because why waste the processing on that? But from the comment in the Book of Shadows, it actually seems like maybe not. Maybe most shades are just random amorphous hooded things, and only the ones with special, I don't know, force of will or having led a noteworthy life can actually gain physical appearance similar to the one they had in life. So Dora's kind of in between. She I don't know if we can't see her. Yeah, she's not the same as other shades, but she's not a fully formed and defined body either. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, let's continue. Can I brood?
Fade.
I can brood. I like brooding.
Are you growing more motivated to find your family, or merely growing more despondent?
Addressing herself in the second person is strange. Is she talking to the painting?
See you all again in a few nights.
Oh, in a few. Okay, I've covered it up now. Too much brooding, I guess. But is she addressing herself in that way? It's kind of strange. Wonder if there's something more to that. All right, continuing down. Okay.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine. All right, let's check in with the headmistress.
Salutations.
Salutations.
Headmistress, I saw him, Kronos. First beyond Erebus in the guise of an old man. He then attempted to ensnare me in some vision out of time. The river aflame, everything ablaze.
Still your heart, Melinoë, you're safe. And you were able to return again, which means that all your training served you well. So then, he realizes who you are.
So he claims. I broke free from his spell like it was second nature, but neither could I raise a hand against him. What must I do now?
Nothing has changed. You're to confront him down where he resides, where your mother and father rightly ought to be. But go with patience, not with haste. He may know something of your power now, yet not enough.
Yes, Headmistress.
Okay, significant dialogue there. So confirming that Kronos may know who I am, maybe not precisely, but knows that I'm a threat, knows that I'm linked to what's happened, but my task remains unchanged. Interesting, the comment on Hecate's comment that I have learned enough from all my training to be able to return. So I guess this return to shadow ability is not something inborn, not something that just naturally happens. It's a technique she has to do just before dying. Can you imagine the force of will of that? In the first game, Zagreus simply died, flat out, and the river Styx carried him back home. Looks like Melinoë is using an ability there. All right, let's check out the cauldron. What new concoctions are available?
I know.
Oh.
How to find my way in the morning fields.
A number. Okay, 4 new ones, of which 3 I can access at the moment, and a quick look down shows us the 2 that we've already used. Okay, so worry about this one later. We can't do it now. Fated intervention. Beseech the 3 fates to lend their aid in a time of great need. Not even the Titan of Time ought to be able to escape what the fates may have in store for him, whatever that may be. That sounds pretty significant and good. 2 ashes, 2 moly, 1 silver. Yeah, all right, let's do this one.
I'm ready. O daughters of night, who can see all tomorrows, please help me avenge both our families' sorrows.
No effect.
Huh.
Nothing. They didn't listen.
Well, I mean, they are the 3 fates. The one element of them is complete capriciousness, and you cannot know their motives. That's kind of their thing. So, but I highly doubt it's truly ineffective. I'm sure something will come at that. But all right, what else? Reagent sensing, just a single moly required. Become alerted to valuable resources that may sometimes be found in any location. The experienced witch can quickly spot useful reagents most would readily ignore. Okay, so I guess that tells you if there's something to be collected. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, but actually in the Fields of Mourning, as we saw, that could be quite hard. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Custodian Aski. I have no idea if that means anything. If anyone speaks Greek or witch or crossroadese, I don't know. Do let me know in the comments if that is significant in any way. All right, and what's the third one here? Kinship Fortune costs 60 bones. Update the Wretched Broker inventory with exotic goods suitable for gifting, and grants +1 nectar right here and now. Okay. Many traditions are difficult to break, and the Olympian gift-giving custom is one. Indeed. Okay, so I guess that just instead of the broker being able to offer me basic stuff, he'll be able to offer me quote exotic goods unquote. I'm assuming nectar since that's what we use for giving. Okay, let's do it.
Great tree of life, please listen to my thoughts. So mote it be. Broker, you've expanded your shop.
Oh, there's the free nectar. Cool. I love the broker's vocalizations. Somewhere between a grumpy, happy dog and an old fat guy, just I don't know, makes me happy. Okay, cool. Several times the game has referred to the gift-giving customs of Olympus. In the first game, that's very strongly established. You give nectar back and forth, just kind of the way we shake hands, I guess, in Western cultures, or I don't know, bring over a little food item when you visit. More very very common where I live right now in the Czech Republic. And in the Middle East, where I lived for 5 years. So that's kind of the thing here. And even though the underworld has been overthrown, we have to assume, and Olympus is in trouble, as we've gathered, I guess this custom is still alive and well, at least down here. Cool. Let's go check out the newly expanded shop. So we've got our same 3 reagents we can purchase. Fate fabric, still haven't gotten one of those, I believe. And then now, exotic goods nectar. Okay, for the cost of 30 bones. All right. Oh, and it is a limited quantity item. The wretched broker has only one of these in stock this night. Okay. Wretched, by the way, it's not a reference to his personality or status. That is the type of soul he is. In the first game, the wretched was an adjective used to describe some of the enemies you had to fight in Tartarus. So he, I guess, is not as bad as they, and so Hades brought him in to be the merchant. So I guess he's okay, relatively speaking, but he's still wretched in terms of his caliber of soul, I suppose. Anyway, okay, only one of these per night, but I'm not in any haste to buy them. They seem to be flowing fairly
Take care then.
easily. Okay. Some shades to chat with.
Moonlight guide us.
I gotta say, Moonlight guide you to Artemis herself. I got to say, Moonlight guide you to Artemis herself. Good for him. Age of death 24. Oh, bummer. Okay, this is what I was talking about before about the shades. They're just amorphous, barely distinguish from one another. I guess this is what regular folks become, not the great folks. Okay, all right. Not too eager to talk to Nemesis. We had some hostility last time. Well, let's try it anyway.
Another failed attempt. About ready to give in? You don't have the fire. This isn't personal enough for you.
Isn't personal? You don't see my mother around either, do you, Nem? Nor my father, nor my brother. Kronos took them all.
I lost more than my mother, too. And I knew mine. What's yours to you? All you ever did was fall out of her womb.
Oh my goodness.
Silence.
That was uncalled for. Wow, that's as harsh a thing as I've heard anyone say in a long time. My God, all right. I was going to give her a gift, but I don't have the option to for whatever reason. But no, good Lord, that was awful. But we did learn something from that. Again, taken is the verb being used here for what Kronos has done. Taken my family, mother, father, brother, and also her mother as well, which I'll go ahead and spoil this a little tiny bit because it was well established in the first game and it's really not that important. But her mother is Nyx, the same mother of Eris. Nyx being knight eternal, incredibly powerful and ancient, older by far than the Olympians, one of the original chthonic forces in existence. And Nemesis is one of her daughters. She has many, many, many offspring. So if whatever Kronos has done has also taken her mother, taken Nyx, wow, that's really big. The threat level just went way up in my head. Okay, anyway, I'll try to get over that insult. That was just nasty. Odysseus, cheer me up.
You look as though you've seen a ghost, if you'll forgive the very antiquated mortal turn of phrase, goddess. So we'd say to someone looking disconcerted. Things all right?
Yes and no. I saw Kronos out there. I thought he had me, but I broke free from his spell. This was in Oceanus, though I also caught him snooping near the pathways out of Erebus.
Damn it. Our reports said nothing of the sort, but then some of our shade informants haven't yet returned. We had expected Kronos to stay put in the lowest reaches. You must have caused enough of a stir to catch his notice.
He's kind of been dropping the ball, I feel like. He's this master tactician, but had no idea that Eris was going to come down and slap me with that debuff. Had no idea Kronos was doing things outside of the lowest areas. Step it up, Odysseus.
I've hardly been discreet in my approach. Is there truly no other way?
We reckon not. We're counting on him thinking you're inconsequential to his plans. As for our own, I shall go over this with the good witch. Be safe, and cheers for the report.
Of course.
Okay. Well, not exactly cheering, but not nearly as nasty as Nemesis. Lord. Cheer me up, dogs.
You two, please keep an eye on things while I'm away.
Only one is a dog. That thing looks like a stoat or a ferret or something. I don't know. Cheer me up, Hypnos. No. I can't give nectar to him. Wasn't I able to do that before? I didn't choose to do it, but there's no option come up. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Well, no cheer to be had here.
In shadow I serve.
All right, shake it off, shake it off. Taylor's timeless advice. I think that's everything here. Okay, good, good. So let's go down and check out our new keepsake. Oh, and of course, do more things here at the altar. Right.
Think I can raise my grasp.
Yay, okay. I now have enough psyche to extend my grasp to activate more Arcana cards at once. Right, we talked all about that already. I'm at 10 of 10 at the moment. By using 30 of my 65 psyche, I can increase that to 12. Let's do it.
I can do this.
Okay, nice. So I can now hold 12 points of Arcana cards at once. Ashes, I've got 48, so enough to unlock some things. Okay, I really want to open this up. This is a really nice one, but I can't just choose to open it. I have to, as I've mentioned before, I believe, use activate cards that have grasp counts 1 through 5. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 4. I need a 3 and I need a 5. So with an eye toward that, and because out of this actually this is not bad. Yeah, never mind. Well, actually, it's only 3 ash. Let's do this. Okay. So we're going to open up the Furies.
The Furies.
I deal plus 20% damage to foes standing in my casting circle. So if you're liberal with your casting circle, as I typically am, and you're smart, you can deal 20% damage across the board. No one ability, it affects all abilities. In the deepest reaches of the underworld, 3 are as feared as the god of the dead himself. These are the Furies. The Erinyes is their formal name. Zagreus had quite a bit of interaction with all 3 of them in the first game. The one down all the way farthest away in the image looks to be Alecto, who is the one who punishes souls who have committed, dead souls who have committed acts of passion, I believe. Those who allowed their hearts and other things to get the better of them. She is nasty. This is what the Furies do. Their job is to punish wrongdoers, including dead wrongdoers. I don't know if it's exclusively dead. The one in the middle is Megara, the leader of the 3, the most even and balanced of them. Zagreus can have a relationship, actually, with her. And then the closest one is Tisiphone, emaciated, practically undead woman whose job it is to punish murderers. And a great deal of hilarity ensued in the first game when she could not understand that Zagreus was not a murderer, and he tried to teach her how to pronounce his name. It was pretty fun. So I don't know, maybe we'll run into them in this game, but here they are represented in this ability. So back to the game. So I've got this active at the moment, which raises my grasp to 12, the full amount I can have. I've got more ash. I can open up a few things. But given that I can't add anything at the moment, let's save it for now. We'll sit tight with this. So I have this added to my repertoire. And just a quick review, my Omega moves are faster. I restore a little bit of health each time I move through an area. I have more health and more magic, and I have that Death Defiance, that free life. And then the really nice one that requires a little bit of awareness, keeping your magic at less than 100%, adds plus 30% to attack and special. I know I've said all this, I'm repeating it because it's important to keep all these in mind, and you have to really strategize when they're all opened up, and you have the ability to combine them and create strategies from them. So just trying to drill them a little more into our heads here. Cool.
Ready for more.
So the exclamation mark is still there because I still have ash that I can spend. I'm just choosing not to. Oh, okay, then it disappeared. Whatever. Let's move down. Check. Well, actually, I like to always talk to
She's
people
here.
first.
Now watch and learn.
Okay, Scalameus. I can salute him.
Moonlight, guide us.
Moonlight, yeah.
His irreverence is fantastic. It actually it took me a while to get used to it in the first game. It seemed to take me out of the immersion a little bit, but then I came on board, and I love him now. He can be in turn earnest and just completely sarcastic and irreverent and funny.
The old storage case. So it's an heirloom from my family.
That it is, and for as long as I can recollect. Look upon it knowing that the burden which you bear, you need not bear alone. Plus, it'll keep your keepsakes all in one handy spot.
And you just heard his voice transform right like that. He speaks with great solemnity and drama when he's intoning important things, and then he speeds up and becomes kind of casual with his quips, which I think is pretty great.
A symbol of the gift-giving custom of Olympus, then. A tradition that now falls to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he's referring to the heirloom case is this case itself where all the keepsakes are. Not only the items within, but the case itself is a family heirloom. I guess it's exactly the one we used in the first game that Zagreus used. I can examine these.
The Crossroads training grounds are watched over by fearless seafarer Scalameus, famed in death as he was famed in life.
We cannot fail with such a genius on our side.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm just going to laugh pretty much every time because I think he's great. Let's examine that new keepsake we got.
New keepsake there.
Okay, Dora's Ghost Onion. Okay, whenever you exit a location, meaning a room down in the combat areas, you fully restore your health up to a total of 50 health restored per night. So if you restore 10 in one room, then 20 in another, then 20 in another, bam, there's your 50, and it doesn't do any more. Not bad, not bad. And as you level it up, it will raise the amount that you can ultimately restore. But I'm going to stick with the silver wheel again, both to continue leveling it up, and also because I still think it's the most effective of these three with my current goals being what they are. All right, got an exclamation mark here.
Much more than just this staff bathing in there.
Okay. So now I have collected enough reagents to open up 2 of the 3 currently available remaining weapons. Still got the staff, of course, the sister blades, and the umbral flames. What about over here? Right, likewise, I can unlock 2 of the 3 available remaining tools. I've already got the crescent pick for mining ore from outcrops, mineral outcroppings. So let's strategize here. Before I read any flavor text, I like to do that when we activate things. So this one costs 4 silver. Yikes, 4 of my 8. 8 of my 8 silver. right? The weapons, the blades only 1 silver, the flames 2 silver and 2 cinder. All right, what if I do the blades, that's 1 silver, and the tablet. That takes me up to 5 gone. Yeah, can't get that. But we'll do one. Oh, wait, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So we'll unlock both weapons here, as well as one of the tools. Okay, let's do that. Start with the Sister Blades. The Sister Blades, Lim and Oros, serve the unseen and are never separated. Twin little weapons we can see here now.
Join with me. Lim and Oros, sister blades. We're fellow sisters now.
Fitting armament.
So you can see I'm holding them now. Okay, these are the weapons you see Melinoë holding in the title screen for the game, by the way, part of which I've used for my thumbnails, so you can see that there to get a nice artistic version of them. Let's go ahead and open up the Umbral Flames, which launch damaging ranged attacks as you move or specials that orbit around you, while the Sister Blades slash with furious attacks or strike from afar with a flurry of specials. Okay, the Flames of Ignium burn with an extraordinary light that does not pierce the dark. That seems like crappy light if it doesn't pierce the dark. Okay, whatever. Let's check them out. 2 of my 3 cinders, so all right.
Now, Ignium, the umbral flames. Incinerate my foes and light my path.
Would that I could see behind me now.
Okay. So how can they light my path if they... No, all right. Let's not get too into it. Right, so we got those, and then let's use 4 of my remaining 5 silver to get the Tablet of Peace, a tool that is used for placating lost shades, which yields a psyche for the Altar of Ashes. Some shades are incapable of deceit. Fewer still are fit to join the cause. So what this does, perhaps you remember in the last run, last video, there was a shade I encountered that gave me the ability, or gave me the option of placating it, but I was not able to do it. It was grayed out. This is what it means. You'll find shades along the way who, for whatever reason, are amenable to being talked down or convinced of the cause or whatever, and you can use the Tablet of Peace to do that and gain psyche in the process. Excellent. Let's do it.
The Tablet of Peace. You are mine now.
Do make good use of that.
Okay. Excellent. Earlier in the pre-game version of the games, you had to choose one tool to bring with you on every run, and they did away with that. Very smart move, I think. And now all of the tools are just passively equipped at all times. So I can both use the Crescent Pick and the Tablet of Peace whenever I need to. Makes a lot more sense, I think. Okay, so we've got 2 new weapons. All right, what should I do? Should I keep showing you this one? Let's change over to this one. This is actually the Sister Blades, Lim and Oros, are among my favorite things in the game.
Lim and Oros.
Okay. They're very fast, which I quite like. I like speedy attacks as opposed to huge, strong attacks, and have an excellent ranged ability. And because I'm a coward, because I'm cautious, I really prefer to strike from afar wherever possible. So let's take advantage of Skelemius' setup here and test out these weapons and show you. So the basic attack is this. 20 damage, but if you use it in combination of 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like this. See how fast that is. 20, 20, 65, 90, I think. 75, 90. Okay, so it's 2 quick slices and then a bunch of stabs. And then finally a cross attack where you whip both of them across at once. Boom. Nice, very fast, very fast. Can keep enemies stun locked, keep them damaged and unable to attack effectively. Here is the Omega attack, the one that uses magic.
Over here.
Hold it up. Okay, you can aim it. It costs 10 magic, and then let it go. You'll see right now I'm on the left of him, of Skelly. You zoom through to the other side, whip around, and do a very strong strike. Okay, cool. Here is the special attack. The boomerang. Hurts him once going in, and again coming back. Pretty nice, and also fast.
Was mine.
faster than the staff's ranged attack. And
Resume your training.
2 damage bursts. So that's really, really great. I make great use of this. Well, I make frequent use of this. Hopefully great use. Here is the Omega version of it. So you hold it. It charges up to 15, although you can do less. And it's a smaller charge. And it fires 5 of these daggers at once. And if you're standing close to a single foe, all of them or some of them will strike the single foe. Oof. Pretty great. If you don't want to throw out all 5, you can charge it for a shorter time and throw out only 2 or 3 like this.
You want to see that technique?
I guess he's training all these shades. Okay, cool. There's the dash strike as well, which is basically an attack while you're dashing. And there's nothing different about the cast or the Omega cast, which is the same thing but with damage at the end. All right, good. Let's give these blades a whirl and finally head on down. Thanks for your patience here. I hope you don't mind all the explication and gameplay stuff, but again, that's kind of what I'm here to do. So let's go down. I similarly am unable to access this exit, so we are going to go down once again into the underworld.
Ready or not, hence I go. Time is against us.
Okay, well, Demeter's Sigil is always, always welcome. I've mentioned before, all around my favorite collection of boons. The freeze ability is just so, so good.
Melinoë, I was certain you were gone. Scarce born, only to be taken by Kronos, along with my daughter and those nearest her. But the Witch of the Crossroads got you out of there, did she? How could she not send word?
No real new information there, but reinforcing what we know. Scarce born, then immediately snatched by Kronos, or so they thought. But Hecate got me out of there somehow. We still don't know how, and yet communicated not a word. Yeah, I'd be upset as well. Okay, so add freeze and extra bone damage to my attack. Give me a gust of wind as I sprint that damages and slows everyone. And rapidly restore magic. Okay, we're going to go with this one. Definitely. Not because it's rare. As I said, do not be seduced by the rareness, but because this is sweet. Every time you run around, it's generally you're in danger in combat, and so slowing down everyone around you while you're doing it, great. The damage is just a bonus, in my opinion. Cool.
Desolation.
So check it out. As I see, they're all. Sorry, I'm taking some damage to show you. They slow down as that goes through them. I'll heal that damage up because I'm going to be regenerating damage as I go between rooms, thanks to my Arcana
My
card.
reagent sensing incantation took effect.
Ah, okay. So now instead of okay, so you saw that mote beam and that little ding, it was pointing me toward this. So I guess I'll never have to wonder if there's something I can pick up or mine or whatever in a room. Received a Book of Shadows entry for whalers. Okay, those scary looking things that rush toward you and kind of their mouths fly open in this way are whalers. Anguish slowly subsides. Even still, there are those who hold fast to it longer than others. You can at least bring them a certain peace. Yeah, well, I've brought peace to 60 so far. Okay, cool. So, looks like we've got some more silver. Thank the moon, because I need as much of it as I can get. Let's get it.
Some silver.
Excellent. And bones will be our next reward. Okay, gonna use my magic a little bit to keep that Arcana card active. That gives me extra damage. You can see, I mean, this weapon is so fast. It does such damage that you can just basically pepper enemies with it and keep them at bay and never have to get up close and personal if you don't want. And I usually don't want.
Some bones for later use.
Coin or magic? Coin or magic? Let's go with coin. slowing them as I sprint, and it also slows ranged attacks.
Golden coins.
You see that their ranged attacks they were hitting me with were also slowed down. I don't actually remember that from the pregame. I don't know if that's always been there and I never really focused on it, or if that's a new addition. I don't know. But even handier, so it doesn't just slow the enemies, it slows their missile and ranged attacks. Okay. These things will become relevant later on. Okay, that was 100 gold coins. Ooh, okay. A heart or Selene. Ooh, look at these eyes. Definitely Selene.
Sister Selene,
All right. Salute Selene.
may your light never wane.
For the Silver Sisters.
How do you not salute the moon, right?
Let us together shine this night, O moon.
We have heard nothing from fleet-footed Hermes since he told us of our enemy's advance. Thus we strike, yet hold to faith that some night hence he shall return to us with news about what else the Titan Kronos has in store.
Okay, so Hermes, we haven't met him yet. I believe this is our second time someone has told us that he's missing or can't be contacted or something. Interesting. Oh. All right, so again, selection of 3 hexes here, each one increasing moon glow. So again, choosing this one would get some bonus points. Want to beef up the hex as I gain additional as I have additional encounters with Selene. This one. Okay, none of these is really my favorite. I know a lot of people swear by this one. This one is a healing one. Your hex, when you use it, doesn't do damage. It restores 15 health. And you can do it up to 3 times, replenished every time you use a fountain. And fountains are the healing areas immediately after each boss before you move to the new region. And occasionally you can encounter them elsewhere. Lunar Ray we saw last time, I think. Just shooting that out, and I believe we saw it. I'm starting to get a little confused. I think we saw that one before. And total. So let's do a new one. Just for fun, let's go ahead and show you this one. It's not one I typically like to choose. So, and it does have the full moon glow. I'm not being seduced by it. I just want to take advantage of the fact that we're still kind of not going very, very far. So it's a good time to use things that I don't really like or need. Okay.
Moon water.
Together we shine.
Okay, so it's active only after 70 magic has been used, but I can use it immediately, and that's always the case when you first get or when you first encounter Selene, or each time I believe you encounter Selene. So no need to use it. It restores up to 15. I've got 49, but at some point I'll make use of that. And let's grab some nectar next. Nectar.
I see something for you.
Okay, a couple things. And Selene actually vocalized. So if you're walking around with one of Selene's hexes, it's not just a ding. Sometimes she'll actually speak, shining down from above, and point things out.
There.
Molly got a point of interest.
The underworld of Hades holds more than the souls of the dead. Riches beyond imagination. Even the remains of the deathless titans.
They'll end up back where they belong.
Yeah, so Kronos is a titan, and so the mythology goes when the gods, who were the children of the titans, rebelled against their parents, it wasn't pretty. They cut them up into a bunch of pieces and scattered those pieces throughout the underworld, because otherwise they would be deathless, apparently. Not very nice. Okay, and the second thing, here is where we'll get to see the Tablet of Peace for the first time. Okay, there's a mini game.
Let me help you.
So the hands will come up, and I have to press, at least using PC, I have to press the mouse buttons corresponding to what it tells me.
See you in the crossroads.
And I got 30 psyche for the effort. The shade disappears, goes down to the crossroads to join us down there. And as each region, with each successive region, the time you have to correctly complete the minigame grows shorter and shorter. So it gets harder and harder to get the hands up in the right way. But it was nice and slow for our first one. Okay, I can go shopping or Poseidon boon with a mini boss. Let's do that. Oh, here's a new one.
Bloom, a shadow spiller.
Shadow Spiller. So here we see a couple new enemies. These things,
Thorn weepers.
Thorn Weepers, they kind of just stand there and send these little thorny thorns out after you. I'm gonna kill them first because they do not respawn. I'll make the mini boss a little easier. I can't seem to access. There are a couple more up here. I'm gonna have to run through the gloom. Ah, yikes! There it was. And the deal with that thing is that it can only be hurt when you're inside the gloom. See, I'm hitting it with this weapon, but I'm not inside the gloom, so it's immune, and you can't see what's going on inside it, obviously. So the way to handle this thing is you duck in, it winds up, it slaps at you, and then it needs to regenerate or to cool down. Then you duck out and wait for it to do it again. And that's, of course, if you just want to avoid taking any damage whatsoever. If you're not so worried, then just go ahead and stay in there with it. Oh, I guess it has that ability too. I'm not sure what that is. The reason I'm putting the cast down is because, of course, it adds plus 20% to my damage now, thanks to that Arcana card. Probably get in there and do a little more. Oh, stood too close. All right, because of if I sprint near it, it'll slow down. So that'll slow it down. Apologies if you can hear the dog barking outside. That's a little annoying.
Back to the dock with you.
Okay, so my silver wheel ranked up. The keepsake from Hecate is now level 2. It's adding 75 to my magic per run, not 70. Okay, to my max magic. All right, and so that was a Shadow Star. I don't think I received the entry for it. No, I did not. But we get the Poseidon boon.
Yes, recall when last we spoke with your grim father, niece. He never was the most sociable sort. When we stopped hearing from him, we figured he was simply in one of his moods, not in the clutches of Kronos.
Reasonable. Okay, this can replace the sprint I have with Poseidon's sprint at the higher rarity level. Not going to do that. These two are interesting. All right, good. Get a chance to talk about this. Both of these are great to grab early in a run, and it enhances the effects of the things you find all along. So the earlier you can get it, the better. This one gives you a 30% chance at rare level, 30% chance to receive a copy of every reward you get other than boons or hammers or rare resources. So hearts, magic tonics, coins, anything you might get, including Seleni's upgrades, 30% chance, boom, you receive a second. Pretty great. Similarly, this one adds plus 75% at rare level to the value of minor finds and coins. All coins you find, dropped by enemies, scattered about, any health restoration, any bones, things like that. So both of these are excellent. This one would, let's get this one. This is going to help a lot, potentially.
The ocean's fury.
If I encounter Poseidon early, I almost always try to get one or both of those. Okay, Ash coming up next.
Ensnared.
Oh, there, okay. I guess having run into the Thornstalker or whatever, before. Now it's available to be encountered outside of mini-bosses. You can see it just stands there. It's not terribly difficult if it's the only enemy in the room. Okay, 5 ashes. And there we go. Immediately this procced. Okay, 30% chance to get another one. Another 5 ashes. It can only happen once per reward. In my experience, and all the time finding and using that boon, it's more than 30% or 20% or whatever it might be. I seem to experience it with pretty great frequency. We'll see. Having said that, we'll see if that's the case in this run right now. Heart or palm? Let's get a palm. Gosh, that dog is loud. Okay, power up. Alright, so I could raise even to higher, 30 to 35. Tempting, especially early on as we are, but I think it's doing well enough as it is. So I'm going to raise my sprint up, and it just adds a little bit to the damage that Gust does. Unfortunately, it does not slow them any more, a greater percentage.
So...
Alright, so magic increase or Aphrodite. Say hello to Aphrodite. I often have quite bad aim. I don't know why. It's a mouse. I should be able to point it and know what I'm doing, but you'll often see me just completely whiff on that ranged attack. Like that.
So you're the star student of Great Hecate. A little birdie told me she'd been training up a real prodigy. Imagine my surprise when it turned out to be the missing princess of the underworld. How positively scandalous.
Oh, the relish in her voice. Yeah, I'm a prodigy. Okay, the star student. Pretty sweet. Okay. All of these are great. They're good, at least. But I don't yet have a cast. So let's go ahead and use the get the cast here. Cool. And it's always wise to fill up your basic abilities, to enhance your basic abilities. Use attack, special, cast, sprint, and magic regen. Ooh, okay, definitely going in for more Demeter. Oh, that was completely a misfire.
Should be the last of them. Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay. Alright, let's get this. The cast also creates a gust, so it's still got Aphrodite's cast ability, but now it adds that little gust effect to it. The same one as when I'm sprinting. And oh yes, a Daedalus Hammer. Yes, please. So obviously hopefully the upgrades from these deadless hammers are unique to each weapon. So the upgrades it was able to give to the staff, to Descura, are not going to be those offered to the daggers. Okay. All three of these affect my attack. Bummer. As you know, as you've seen, I'm not using my attack very often at all. I'm using my special, but sometimes that's how it happens. Let's just go ahead and do this passive one, plus 20 to the attack.
My blades grow sharper still.
Not going to be of great use to me. I suppose if I were a really, really good player, I would change my approach based on the hammers and start attacking more. Maybe I will, but it's just so much efficient, so much more efficient and safer to use the special attack, in my opinion. So here comes Apollo. Oh, okay. It's the last room before the boss. Very good.
In we go.
So that means there are no enemies. And here comes an Apollo boon.
When Artemis first told me about you, I couldn't help but think of Demeter. She couldn't be there for your mother when Kronos struck, but I know she'll do everything she can for you.
Okay. Alright, so this one affects my specials. Greater damage, larger area, okay. This one's cool. The casting circle gradually grows in size until it expires. That can be kind of fun. And this one is if you're doing plus 10% damage if you remain unstruck. And once you're struck, it goes away, but it resets in 15. This one's kind of fun. I'm using ranged attacks, so but then again, this is a plus 60% damage to the ranged attacks plus larger. Yep, let's get this one special. So it now has that extra damage, and it affects foes in a larger area. On to Hecate.
I can do this.
Prompt as ever. A flash of silver. Limb and Oros. So, the sister blades have veiled themselves, do you? The other Nocturnal Arms shall follow their lead, I expect.
Nocturnal Arms, that's what these weapons, the whole collection of them are called.
Nyx entrusted them to you to safeguard the realm as a last resort. But this cannot possibly be how they were meant to be used.
Interesting. So Nyx, Knight Incarnate, entrusted the Nocturnal Arms to Hecate. Okay. To be used to safeguard the underworld. But this cannot possibly... Why not?
And why ever not? To safeguard the realm, you shall have to clear a wide variety of obstacles standing in your way. I am but one.
I guess Melinoë just meant that the weapon surely couldn't have known that all this would happen, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Okay, so nothing new from what we've seen already.
Your will.
That was me trying to get in some attacks to at least say I did so because of the deadless hammer affecting my attack, but it didn't go so well, did it? May as well use... Oh, well, I can't yet use my boon, or my hex. I need to use more magic first. But it's a healing hex, and I'm almost at 50% health, so... I've lost almost 50% health, so I'll use it if I can trigger it. Just gotta use enough magic. There we go. So hex is up, I'll go ahead and use it. Boom. Yeah, healed me a little bit. There's the... And check it out, it too is slowed by my sprint. By the effect of the Demeter's gust around my sprint. It slows down ranged attacks, including that polymorph ability. So all I had to do was kind of sprint, and it can catch up with me. No real dodging required.
impressive show of force. Hold nothing back as you continue on.
Yes, headmistress.
Outlasted her.
Okay, get some cinder. And down we go. Is Kronos going to appear again? Yep.
You.
There you are.
So this is the fountain that restores my my hex uses, the moon water. So I'll use it and I'll heal. And
Please help yourself, Michael.
and I'm back up to 3 uses of that healing. Okay. What's he gonna say now?
You seem to know your way around. I am master of this realm. Yet even I would never venture into yonder woods. You even found your way back from your detour in Asphodel.
Oh, that's battle music.
Damn you, Kronos.
Oh no.
The fates cannot help you now.
Oh crap.
Stop. It is a pity that this granddaughter of mine is both a weakling and a fool, though elusive one. I ought to thank the fates that we have met at last.
So I am his granddaughter, and he knows that. Alright, so he does indeed know who I am.
The fates had nothing to do with this. You took my family.
Our family. Make not their same mistakes, and in time, we surely shall grow past this halted start to our relationship. I shall see you later.
Wait. You.
Okay, well, glad I didn't have to fight him then. Let's check out the Book of Shadows entry. Kronos, the source of all your problems. Death to Kronos. So much of your hatred for him comes to you secondhand. Fear not, ere this is over, you shall know each other well. Okay. Right, so he addressed us as me, Melinoë, as granddaughter. Okay, so I can't remember if I've mentioned this before or not, but it's well known and to those who know any Greek mythology that Kronos is actually the father of Zeus and Poseidon and Hades. And Hades is the elder of the 3 in this version. And so the gods are the children of the Titans. And so he is literally my granddaughter. He's not speaking euphemistically or colloquially. He is literally my grandfather. I'm literally his granddaughter. So it is a family matter, you could say. All right. By the way, I tried to pause the recording just now, and I had to go help out with the baby. I hope it paused effectively. There's no native pause ability to this particular recording software, which seems an odd omission. I didn't know it at the time, but I think I found a way around it. So if it did not pause, if you just had like a minute or 2 of silence, I do apologize greatly. I will see that in the replay and make sure to think of something else in the future. Anyway, let's go down to Oceanus.
Downward. Is this a different song?
Uh-huh.
Eris didn't show at least.
Yeah, phew. Different song. Okay, so I guess Scylla's going to have something different for us this time if we're fortunate enough to reach her. Got a point
The
here.
underworld plunges deeper than the deepest sea, yet there are such places where the edge of one and the other meet.
One dark abyss next to another.
And here, I think I've forgotten to do this in the past. Here is the vantage point, the vista lookout point for this realm. If you go up here,
Countless dead ends. One way through.
camera pans out and up and gives you a nice little scenic view. Okay. Yep, hear that singing going again, but a different tune. spouts simply daze you. They don't damage. I think I've mentioned that. Got a book entry for the region of Oceanus. Oceanus is largely the domain of Lord Poseidon, but the edge of it spills out into the underworld. You are fortunate in that. But you are unfortunate in that the lurking monstrosities that there reside prefer you no more than Kronos or any god or titan. Okay. And get some bones.
Bones for the broker.
Yes.
And there it happened again. I got another copy of this. I love how Poseidon just chimes in enthusiastically when it happens. So I got 100 bones. Okay. And bones are ash. All right. Let's see if we can get that to proc for ashes too. Oh Lord.
Ash of the dead.
Have another.
See what I mean? 30%? Really? Okay. Great. Love it. More ashes, the better. Oh, right. Oops. Okay. Well, I've got plenty of cash to spend, but Demeter's what I always aim for, so let's just keep getting Demeter stuff.
Down the drain. Serpents.
Seems helping me out there.
There. Hear me on my authority.
Okay. Alright. Alright, well, this restores my magic. Okay. I'm not wild about that one. I'm not using Omega Cast. You can see I don't think I've ever used one in these videos so far. Perhaps a weakness in my plague style, I don't know. But let's just get this. I don't yet have an attack boon. And even though I'm not using attack boons much, yeah, occasionally I do.
Into the purse.
Okay. Ooh, alright. I'm gonna keep going Demeter here, and this one is a mini-boss. This again.
Remember me, serpent? Serpent.
Okay.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah, these just don't match. Have I read this before? Demeter controls the very cycle of life and death, of abundance and decay. Yeah, this is the one we saw last time, and this one. This one, my Omega attack deals more damage, but not a great spread of one. This time. Let's get this one, I guess. This is considered one of the main boons, the magic regen one. It's good to have something to regenerate your magic if you need it to do it. Right, let's get nectar.
Lurkers. My claim.
Didn't get a double one that time. Bummer. Limestone. That song's growing louder and louder still. I've got plenty of coin. Normally I would always choose coin over heart. Yeah, let's do so. Usually when I miss, it's because I can't see the dang cursor, even when I've got... I think there's a way to make it... I know there's a way to make it brighter, more noticeable. I just don't... I've tried it out before. I don't enjoy playing with it. I don't know why. So it's still the same. And I just literally can't see where it is in all the chaos. So my range shots often miss the mark. Okay, whom did I learn about, or what? Lurkers. Alright, these hammerhead, shark head things. The sea is perhaps the best remaining trace of the infinite chaos from which all creation sprang. All ultimately sprang from chaos, the successes as well as the mistakes. And mistakes, as you well know, are best avoided. Chaos with the sea. Okay, this is an actual sentient being. We'll learn more about that soon. Okay, this is the same as in Tolkien's lore. I love that the song of creation that creates Ea, the traces of the music sung in the Ainulindale by the Ainur can still be heard in the waves of the sea. I think that's a very common and powerful idea. All right, so this is a mistake. I guess a mistake in creation. Cool. Give me a double. Bummer. Okay, still got the 100. Okay, palm, yes.
Too hot for you?
Like I said before, I often lose track of the ranged attacks of these shell creatures. Maybe my spatial perception is just bad. Their bouncing effect I don't track very well. That thing, that's bouncing around. Okay, my cast could go up, my sprint, or this percentage. Let's get the cast up.
I grow strong.
One more, indeed. Got that too. It affects palms too. You can see how good this can be when you get early in the game. A whole run full of a double chance can be really, really helpful. Same spread here. Let's go for the gust this time. Okay, I believe the next chamber is the one before Scylla. And let's spend some coin.
A lotus flower.
And the reagents do not have a chance to appear twice. That was noted in the description. All right.
Be safe, Lord Charon. All of this tainted gold. You'll see that it's disposed of properly, Lord Charon.
Tainted gold. You'll see the gold seems to be in shattered fragments in his hand. It's interesting.
I long to see that night.
So gold is interesting. In the first game, the coins and coin received by Charon and found all around the realm were not gold pieces. They were obols, currency, ancient Greek currency, perhaps modern, I don't know, used especially to pay for the passage of dead souls across the river Styx. Here it's not obols anymore. It's gold, flat out. Interesting. Tainted, as she said. Okay, I could... Yeah, let's get a boon of Poseidon.
I have the gold.
Underworld boatman yet eludes the grasp of Kronos, does he? Turn to a life of the piratical smuggler in these dark times, huh?
Alright. I'm not using a mega cast, as you know. This makes me super powerful, but just for 10 seconds in each encounter. This one's pretty nice. I'm going to prime 30. I've got plenty to play with. We talked about priming before. And then every time an enemy gears up to strike, they, bam, suffer 40 damage that affects surrounding enemies as well. It's kind of pretty awesome. Thus the priming to pay for it. Yeah, not going to spend this. I'm going to heal 3 points anyway upon going to the next room. Let's save our gold. I don't need this.
I have a season pass.
All right, back down the skillet.
Oh. You're just in time for our set. Been working on a song called I Am Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes Then Drown You to Death. Comes from a real personal place.
Not subtle, but okay.
Is it any better than the one I heard on my way in?
Ooh, burn.
No, it's not, because all our songs are the best. Each like a perfect little child. Not a bad one, like you.
Okay, so check out the song as I'm fighting. Lyrics are great. Roxy the drummer is more powerful now. Okay, time to use my... I do not yet have my mana up, or my hex up. I have to use more mana. Better do that. There we go, I can use my hex. Healed up. I'm not sure what happened there. Better than that. To gradually whittle her down.
Blasted catchy song.
You know, I don't actually like that song as much as the first one. There, I said it. Okay, get a new pearl. Come down and disappoint the fan.
Show's over. Technical difficulties.
And, oh, there's a point.
The alluring siren song fades finally to nothingness, leaving the Princess of the Dead to contemplate the pathways plunging deeper toward forbidden regions of the realm.
We're almost to the fields.
Alright, I wonder if Eris is going to show this time. If she doesn't show, I'm going to defeat the Fields if I can. Okay, so I'll get my hex back and heal. Still haven't healed fully there.
Out of here.
Down to the Fields again.
One step at a time.
Hi, babe.
Hello, Eris.
Oh, well, she's back again.
Here to set another curse on me, Eris? For all your idiosyncrasies, I never took you for a traitor.
I'm not, I swear. It's just, you'll never understand. I wanted this to be a special moment, but you had to go and ruin it. Oopsie.
Oh, great.
Okay. So, well, at least I got 50 psyche. That's nice. But, yep, here we are again. So, okay. I don't want to go further than the Fields, but I'll tell you what I'll do this time is play through the Fields and reach the boss. Give you a look at the boss enemy, play that fight a little bit, and then we'll return. And again, apologies for any frustration that causes, but it's the story, folks, the story. Alright, let's take the vantage point. Silence. Usually she speaks. Oh well. Maybe the Eris dialogue preempted that. Okay, so this one's going to give me a hammer and some coins.
Few things to find.
See, some of these shades are red. No longer... they're kind of olive green. This is something. We've seen it before.
I'll have to use the cauldron first.
I need an incantation to make use of it. Alright, so here's the first one.
Whole hearts.
These are interesting. Whole hearts. They literally tear out their heart and throw it at you. And it creates kind of an area of effect thing that you have a moment to escape from before it hurts you. Unless it strikes you dead on. Yeah, quite a striking idea. You're in the Fields of Mourning, surrounded by misery and sadness. These beings literally throw their hearts at you. Let's watch them do it. I guess they regrow their heart? I don't know. Oh, that one got me.
It's over.
So the second hammer for my run will be... Okay, now we go. Here are those that affect my special. So either plus 15 power and a wider area, plus 15% damage, and bouncing towards 2 more foes. Or each special does 500 damage to armor, but none at all for those elite enemies, but none at all once you break through the armor. No bonus once you break through. Well, these two, one of these two. I'm thinking, given my general inaccuracy, I'll get this one. Maybe it'll help mitigate that.
Where's the last one?
Okay, so one more to find. There it is.
Smackers.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up using... Oh, better heal up using my Moonwater Hex. I do have that Death Defiance, remember, so when I die, I'll get to try to get a little health back and get to keep playing. Yeah.
I think I can finally go. Myrtle.
So that incantation that alerts me to these reagents does not alert me to any other minor things lying around. Remember, in seasons such as this, the Mourning Fields have minor prizes lying around, but you just have to find them, or use something that we haven't encountered yet to help you. That would involve the tree, but more on that soon. Okay, not going to spend time looking around for them, given that my run will end pretty shortly. So I think the exit was up here. So either a mini-boss in Demeter, or 3. Heart, magic, and coin. Doesn't really matter. None of this can be carried through. So let's go and explore more boons and check out a new mini-boss. Normally I might check this. I might get this because that boon of Poseidon would give each of these a chance to produce a second effect, which can be quite a great little assortment. But for today, let's do this.
Little by little.
Oh,
The Phantom Lair.
Phantom. Oh, I think they improved Phantom's abilities. Maybe I'm imagining that, but okay, so this thing just kind of I believe like a Dracula type. Not literally a vampire, I believe, but close enough. Oh, I forgot to. Okay. Ooh, and it healed up a lot. Okay. Either that's new, or I've never been killed by a phantom before, which is possible. Yikes. Okay, so that was my Death Defiance. Okay, I'm gonna use this to get my healing up. Okay. I wanted to show you the enemy, not to the boss, not die to this thing's hands.
Okay. How many mortals have you tormented?
Whoa, that was quite a bit harder than I remember, or maybe it's been a long time since I played in the beginning stages, and I don't remember being as weak as I am now. Either way, yikes. Phantom.
You know, Flower, how mortals seek to be like us? Yet in so doing, they take on our ignoble qualities. Perhaps it's Lord Apollo's fault, as the standard to which they aspire.
Did I offend somehow, good Lady Demeter? I know the times have been quite cruel, though why don't we direct that cruelty at our enemies, instead of heaping it upon each other here?
Poor Apollo. So this is one of those duo boons, where the deities, the Olympians, combine their might into a more powerful boon that you can select if you want. You don't have to take it, and often features interplay dialogue, which is fun. Okay, so these two, or the duo boon, Tropical Cyclone, while standing in a gust, which I have active in either my sprint or in my cast, you randomly fire gales every 0.3 seconds, doing 70 damage every 0.5 seconds. That sounds wonderful. Let's do it.
I accept this gift.
And let's see if we can try it out. So if see the gales shooting out. So that, when used within the sprint, geez, that's really nice. I just don't have to do a thing, just shooting all those out. Okay. Alright, I can go shopping, or I could get 2 boons. Wow. 2 boons, please. The first one's right there.
Come fight me.
Firing off these gales everywhere. Oh, that's, of course, that's why I'm taking so much damage. I've got Eris's curse on me. Alright, I was thinking, wow, what is happening? I completely forgot about that. That's why I'm taking so much more damage with each strike that hits me. Melinoë, the twin blades, you see their special attack can go right through barriers, unlike the special attack of the staff. So that is a very nice effect.
Where was I?
Right.
In the name of Hades.
Okay. Alright, not wild about any of these. We'll do this one. The Omega moves I use launch that wave ahead, but I have to spend 5 additional magic to use them.
Strength of the sea.
No big deal, given that I can regenerate them when I need to. Regenerate hits when I need to. Okay, and here we are.
Lycaeans.
Lycaeans, that's the name of these werewolf-like creatures. Let's go ahead and use my healing, because with this curse, yeah, strikes are going to really hurt. Oh, this is bonus, just lying around. And a second, thanks to Poseidon's boon. That's timely. Didn't notice it. Lycaeans are tough. They can leap ahead with great speed. They do a lot of damage, and they're fairly hardy.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Freeze lasts longer, stop damage once per location for Prime, and Omega attack does more. Alright, let's get the freeze up, sure. Which is only gonna benefit my attack. Freeze, not slow, is benefited. And the gales I'm producing here and while sprinting are slow effects, not freeze effects. So that actually only helps my attack ability. Why not? Alright. Oh, here's another little bonus.
Greater focus.
Okay, so I can get another Demeter. Boy, Demeter's been all over this run. And a Palm or these two. Absolutely goodness. It is possible to exhaust all of the boons offered by a deity. Not so much with regular play, but with something that you'll have access to later. But I don't think we're in danger of that. See that wave that my Omega attack is unleashing. Sweet. You can see this regeneration effect that I have for regenerating. Oh, I guess that thing killed me last time. Did it? That regeneration effect of magic, it just requires that I stand still, not be still. I can continue to attack all I want, and the magic regenerates. Okay, I get my attack up, cast up, or that wave up. Let's get that wave up. That's nice.
One remains.
Okay, look at this. A new reagent earned by mining using the crescent pick, glass rock, mostly used with incantations involving tension and negativity. Black, sharp, shiny rock formed from magma suddenly chilled. Tension and negativity are definitely going on in the Fields of Mourning. What is this? Is this new? Oh, I haven't seen this yet. Myrtle, mostly used with incantations involving love and prosperity. Or down here, an aromatic plant thought to represent love, or in some cases its absence. At home, no doubt, in the Fields of Mourning. Okay. Oh, there's one more thing I have to unlock, that's right. Or one more prize I need to get before it opens. Yeah, that was a little freebie. There's the last one.
Come on out.
Oh lord. One of these. Okay. May recall that from being one of the mini bosses in Erebus. Here she is as a elite enemy, but not a boss in the Mourning Fields. Quite a bit easier to dodge when you've got more space and when she's chilled. So I need to be careful here. I need to get my... Oh, I'm out of uses of my boon. of my hex. I can't use it anymore, so I'm hurting here. Thank you, Eris. What did I get? Learn about mourners. Okay. These are the ones that punch you 50,000 times really quickly. How odd, the shedding of tears. Think on it. When overwhelmed by emotion, moisture excretes from our very eyes, blinding and stinging, yet at times providing some relief. But for those that withheld their tears all through their miserable little lives, there is no relief to be found any longer, no matter how many tears they may now care to shed. Oof, rough.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Mega cast. Again, this one's great to get early on. Alright. Sorry for the effects. I'm still getting used to having a microphone in my mouth shoved right close to my mouth, so some of the things are probably spiking high on the volume. I apologize. Let's see. Alright, let's get this. Prime some magic, but again, it doesn't really matter. I'm right at the end of the run. But you can see what this looks like. Little shield I get once per location. Shrug off all damage, but just once. Then it regenerates next location. Okay, yep. The next room is going to be the one before the boss. This will not carry through to the next run back in the crossroads. This one will, or this one has a chance of, at least. Perhaps I can purchase some ashes or something.
This way feels right.
Huge footprints. Okay. Yikes. Just my luck. None of this can carry forward into the next run. This heals me. Okay, I can examine this.
The underworld's pulsing, winding river Styx cuts through the edges of the sorrow-spreading fields, connecting to the depths of Tartarus below.
This truly is the Styx. Then I'm so close.
Okay. So the river Styx, the river of blood that separates the mortal realms from the underworld. You have the boatman Charon ferries souls across the river Styx to deliver them to the underworld. Alright, may as well.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, doesn't really matter. Just get this one. Yep. Perhaps there's an achievement for spending coin. I'll go ahead and buy these things just because. Maybe there's a Steam achievement for that. I don't know. Okay. So we're just going to take a look at this enemy and then let it kill me, although I probably won't have to work hard at that, given Eris's debuff curse. But let's peek in.
Hello?
Hello?
No, heal, stay. 3 heads, you're... Cerberus, is that you? I'm going to help you, boy, no matter what.
Alright, so we have Cerberus to contend with. We'll talk about the significance of that after the battle. There we go.
Return to Shadow now.
Let's pretend I meant for that to happen. I was going to anyway, of course.
Found you at last.
Oh.
Princess of the Underworld. I regret having to contact you at such a time. It's not my custom to intervene during moments of doom, only to observe.
During moments of doom. Okay. Look at this individual. Snatched me out of time and space, I guess. During my fading back to shadow. This was a moment of doom, I suppose. Okay. He doesn't... Whoever this is does not typically intervene, but only observes. But not now.
Moments of doom. You're Lord Moros, emissary of the 3 fates. So your sisters heard me after all.
Aha. So that incantation that seemed to do nothing did gain the attention of the fates and prompted them to send Lord Moros, their emissary, their guardian, in fact, to me. Okay.
They expected me to find you, for there's something they intend for you to have. Wherever you're going, look for it when you arrive. I'm uncertain if we'll meet again. Farewell.
Okay. Look for it when you arrive, wherever you're going. Well, I'm going back to the crossroads, so I guess it'll be waiting for me in the crossroads. Well, this is interesting.
It's been an honor.
Wait. He's gone.
Okay. So, the faded list, you saw that pop up as I faded into the darkness. The faded list is something that is here now. Moros' gift to me. You may hear some music in the background. Someone has visited us this eve. Okay. And finally, let's talk about the boss there. So that was Cerberus, the humongous, ferocious, three-headed dog that guards the gate to Hades. Hades, the underworld, not Hades, the person. And in this game, a family pet. Rather docile and friendly, as we saw from the first game. He's sitting around next to Hades' throne for most of the game. And so Melinoë, though she was... So this attack or whatever happened when she was a very small baby, she at least clearly recognizes Cerberus, who did not seem to recognize her, however. So yeah, that's the guardian of the third region, the Fields of Mourning. Okay. So, got this music in the background. This is nice. Let's poke down. Okay, there's no door.
Dora?
Oh, no Dora. I can examine this.
The modestly appointed tent of fierce Princess Melinoë nonetheless is dutifully organized and immaculately clean.
I won't live in squalor.
So, some vocal accompaniment. Interesting. Lovely little melody. Can't brood anymore. I guess I've been brooding too much lately. Alright, let's continue down and... Whoa!
Is that?
And it's raining. I love this. So, this is the fated list of minor prophecies delivered to us by Lord Moros. Basically a collection of mini-quests. Check it out. I love the moon antlers above here. Let's see what's going on here.
This is from the Three Fates.
Okay. This is a collection of quests, side quests, if you like. Prophecies is what they are, that the three fates have declared will come to pass, and have asked you to, have a hand in making them happen. Begging the question, are they actually predestined if I have to do anything? But, that's philosophy. So, let's check out. There's two of these, it seems I have already completed. The others are available to me. Let's start at the bottom. The daughter of the god of the dead shall possess each of the reagent gathering tools revealed in the silver pool. So I've got two of them already, and on the bottom right you'll see the reward for completing these. Okay. Keeper of Shadows, the daughter of the god of the dead shall reveal a portion of the Book of Shadows entrusted to her, that codex. So I need to unlock 50 entries, of which I have 14, before I can get the reward. Mindful Craft, the daughter of the god of the dead shall increase her grasp to 14 at her altar. She shall discover how after unlocking more arcana, if not sooner. We already know how to do that, not quite there yet. Customary gift, the daughter of the god of the dead shall give 5 nectar to her comrades. I've given 3 so far, apparently. Family in need, the daughter of the god of the dead shall reconnect with her closest comrades on Olympus, allies of the unseen, who kept her secret from the rest of the family. The unseen, we've seen this come up several times. That might be all of us down in the crossroads are the unseen. So her closest comrades on Olympus, the huntress and the messenger. We have met Artemis the huntress, not yet the messenger. 10 silver is the bounty for that. Awesome. Temporary setback. The daughter of the god of the dead shall some evening descend to the lowest reaches of the underworld and prevail in battle there. Prevail. That doesn't sound like a setback. If I prevail. Okay, I assume that'll make sense at some point. 1,000 bones for that one. And the 2 that I have already completed. Blades of pure silver. The daughter of the god of the dead shall use the silver pool to unlock the blades called Lim and Oros, which I have done. And that gives me one, is that a moly or one of the plant reagents as a reward. Let's activate it.
Prophecy fulfilled.
Okay. And Witch of the Crossroads, the daughter of the god of the dead, shall some evening prove herself against her superior at the edge of Erebus. So basically beat Hecate in battle. I've done that a number of times. Worth 1 of a new item I haven't seen yet. That is Fate Fabric. We'll take a look at that.
Another prophecy fulfilled.
Cool. So this is another aspect of the game. Little mini quest things to do that generally you're going to be doing anyway, but providing you with some rewards for doing it. Let's check out that new reagent. Fate Fabric, mostly used with incantations involving chance and fortune. So apparently I can buy it from the Wretched Broker, but not yet. Bits of the Fate's weavings, a glimpse of possibility. Okay. Listen to this lovely singing. Let's explore that.
Artemis.
Artemis is here, chilling and relaxing and singing in this little glade.
Oh, didn't mean to interrupt. I'd not expected this to be a time for song, though neither am I complaining.
Nor should you be. Hey, since you're here, why not lend me your voice for old time's sake? Let go your burdens for a bit. Not like they're going anywhere.
Okay, so I'm going to join in singing and let it play for a little while. Feel free to fast forward through this, of course, if this is boring, but I think these little touches like this are just gorgeous. Let's listen.
That's it.
Okay, so lovely stuff. Really nice harmony. Beautiful. This is a hymn, I believe. Not that I know all my musical genres very well. A hymn technically to or about the Silver Sisters, which we already know include Melinoë, Artemis, and Hecate, if not more. So Artemis will just show up here from time to time and be singing. And you can come by and join in whenever you want. It's a lovely little touch. Okay, this is still barred. Okay.
Melinoë.
Let's talk to...
May moonlight guide you.
And you as well. The fates indulged you after all. That is their scroll beside your tent. It followed you out of the shadows. Perhaps it can provide some answers.
Would that it does. The fated list has tasked me with ensuring certain minor prophecies are fulfilled, though says little else as yet.
May it reward your efforts at least. But do not expect the fates to always favor you. The bane of our enemy is not necessarily our friend.
We'll have to take our chances.
Okay. Now I could gift more nectar to her, and I will eventually because it's required to advance dialogues and stuff. But there's only one keepsake that you can earn from each NPC. So I want to save my nectar to give to everyone at least once before I start doubling out. Alright, back to the cauldron. What more lies here?
The arms of night seek something more from me.
Okay. So two new ones, and the third I was unable to do before. I am now able to do them all, although perhaps I won't be able to after choosing one. Maybe I'll lose the reagents necessary, spend them on the other. But the first one, Reviving a Mournful Husk. Okay, one myrtle, the only myrtle I have. this is how you can use those golden bowels in the Fields of Mourning that are just there, dead. Walk up, you can activate it if you have this incantation live, and what it does is it points the way. It lets you know where exactly all of the rewards, both the big ones and the little side ones, are located. Very helpful. Otherwise, it's easy to get lost and not find everything. Saplings of surface origin that once shone like gold and instilled a clarity of purpose. Alright, let's spend my single myrtle on that.
May boughs throughout the morning fields revive. So mote it be.
Okay, again, I do not love that little phrase.
Must
Okay,
be an incantation that can help.
here we go. Okay, this one costs 2 lime. The Gathering of Ancient Bones. Alright, it causes a random weapon that you have, like the staff, now the daggers, also the flames that I unlocked before. A random one each night to have the Grave Thirst ability, which means that every location you pass through, you complete every room, every battle, if you have the weapon with Grave Thirst equipped, you will get some bones each time. The flavor text: each night one of the Nocturnal Arms nearby the silver pool shall take on a death-like pallor. So this is nice. We'll see. I'll speak a little bit more about that down below, but it's a constant passive stream of income, if you'd like, of bones coming in, assuming you have that weapon equipped each night. 2 limestone. Let's recite this one.
Come, darkness, mark the arms of night within my care. So mote it be.
All right, and one more. Flourishing Soil takes 1 moly, creates 2 soil plots over in the garden area for growing, looks like nightshade and other plants. It grants 1 nightseed berry immediately upon reciting it. Cool. The bounties of Gaia are hers to give or to withhold. Asking nicely couldn't hurt, which is, I guess, what I'm doing with this incantation. Let's do it.
Great Gaia, share your secrets if my worth is true. So mote it be.
Such sorcery.
Okay. And that gave me nightshade berries, which we can examine. In 5 time units, I spoke about that before the run, they will grow into poisonous plants once planted. And with regular watering, these grow into plants mortals fear. Again, we'll check that out in a few minutes. Okay. Cool. Broker's still got the same goods as before. Right.
Farewell.
Okay. I hesitate to speak to this one after the nastiness of last time, but alright.
What you said to me before about my mother, that was very cruel.
Alright.
Fair enough. Can't kill each other here, but we can use our words. If we were fighting for real, I wouldn't have held back either.
Alright, well, she calls it like it is. You know, she said something horrible and then agrees that it was cruel. Alright. Something, I guess. Look at her pose here, her stance. Each of the characters and NPCs as well have different versions of their artwork to reflect their moods. So this is her kind of, you know, ashamed look, if it's possible for one such as Nemesis. Okay.
I figured not.
Alright. Let's go ahead and give her a gift. Why not? The apologies are nice. Not that she apologized, but let's do it.
Nemesis, maybe we could start again. Here, I got you something.
Don't need your charity, princess, or temptations while I'm on duty or off. You're doing this because you want something from me anyway, so here, knock yourself out.
Guilty. Okay, this is her normal pose again on the left. It's her standard eyes at the camera look. Alright, so she doesn't want the charity, but she'll go ahead and fulfill the old custom. So what have I got from her?
Thank you, Nem.
Evil Eye. Evil Eye. And we got a Book of Shadows entry for Nemesis. A daughter of Night. We talked about that earlier, one of Nyx's daughters. and bringer of retribution to those who achieve, shall we say, an overabundance of happiness. She keeps mortals penitent and grateful for the scraps they have. She is bigger and stronger than you. You wonder why she was not tasked with your responsibility. Yeah, good point. Okay. Cool. We'll check that keepsake out in a little bit. Back to Odysseus.
May moonlight guide you.
And you as well. How's life of late down at the bottom of the sea? All sorts of nastiness lurking there, that the reports make clear. I wager you've seen some things.
You'd win that wager handily. The worst of them has to be the sea monstrous called Scylla and a siren friends. They have this ridiculous act.
Odysseus knows something of Scylla.
What, Scylla's still around? The sirens, no less? It's a wonder you made it back. Well, please tell me you didn't listen to a word they sang.
Oh, I heard an earful.
Such disgust. Yeah, the Odysseus had encounters with the sirens and Scylla, I believe, in his adventures in life. All right.
Headmistress couldn't ask for better familiars than you two.
Okay. So these are the familiars of Hecate. Familiars, if you don't know, it's an old custom. Many magic traditions have this, where witches or warlocks or sorcerers or wizards or whatever, they choose an animal to help them to sometimes help channel their magic, sometimes possess some of their magic, sometimes already in possession of magic. That's kind of like their ally or sidekick. Black cat is the typical one, or frog. In the Harry Potter world, that's why they all have pets. Each one of them is technically their familiar. So I guess Hecate has two here: a dog and this minx, polecat, stoat thing, whatever that is. All right. Let's see what these shades are about.
Do let me know if anything's amiss.
Rain certainly feels different when you're dead. Dying wish sunshine. Oh, you're in the wrong place, my friend. Sunshine. Okay. Oh, okay, I can give a gift once again. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and do it.
Rest easy, son of Nyx.
After I talk, salute and talk. Don't expect to get anything back from a sleeping person, but the option's there. Let's do it.
May you have pleasant dreams for as long as you slumber. And if and when you finally wake, know that this nectar shall be waiting for you. Welcome to the... Wait, welcome to the what?
Oh. Okay, I fulfilled a prophecy. I got a codex entry. Hypnos, a son of Nyx. Okay, another son of Nyx. All right. And the incarnation of sleep. How you would gaze upon him in wonder of his dreams. He served in your father's house and narrowly avoided the fate the others met soon after your birth. I still don't know what that fate is. What does it mean that they were taken? So, the reason he said what he said, that's kind of a nod to the first game. He was stationed in the House of Hades as the greeter, butler, I guess, but greeter of all the shades coming in to seek an audience with Hades, or who first popped in there upon death, I suppose, after being assigned from Erebus. And his task was to keep them in straight line, keep them in order, take their requests, get their vital statistics, all that stuff to speed the interview process. And he was awful at it for most of it. And the phrase he always said was, "Welcome to the House of Hades," which is what he started to say just there, that Melinoë noted with some surprise. Cool. Let's go back up and see what prophecy I just fulfilled. Aha. Yes, that of giving 5 nectar. I guess that was my 5th nectar. And the reward is 10 ashes. Cool.
The fates expected this.
Okay. Alright, I think that about does it up here. Unless I need to purchase anything. We'll see if that's the case upon exam. Oh, no, not quite. All right. These are the 2 garden plots that were made available by that incantation. And I have a single seed with me, the nightshade seeds. I'll select it.
You'll flourish here.
Okay. And as I walk by, I can admire it.
Grow and thrive.
Okay. Growing is its status. So what this means is in 5 time units, this will have grown and will be nightshade that I can then gather. And time units are basically, as you're down in the underworld or wherever you go on your runs, the longer your run is, the more time units go by. And as I said, it's automatically the next night when you finish the run, because you have to sleep and heal and regenerate. But the number of units is linked to how far you go in your runs. So I don't know if it's 1 unit per room, per location, or if it's something more complex than that. Don't know. There are other things that can speed the passage of time a little bit while you're in the crossroads. We'll encounter those soon enough. So, cool. Got 1. Nothing else to plant. All the other stuff I have is non-plantable because they aren't seeds. But I have 2 should I need them.
Greetings, Father.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this before. I can't remember now, but one way in which this game is very different from the first is in the amount of things you can collect and what you can do with them. All the reagents for spells, all the seeds for planting some of the reagents, all the gathering, the tool, all of this is much more complicated and much more involved than it was in the first game. And that's received some criticism, I recall, that it's needless, just detracts from the enjoyment. I don't find that to be the case. I like collecting things. I think I did talk about this, actually, already, so forgive me. Down here. Okay. You can still hear the echoes of Artemis' singing. All right.
I should be able to increase my grasp.
Okay, there. I can increase it. Ooh, maybe more than once. I need 45 psyche to increase to 14. Let's do that.
Concentrate.
And then 60 psyche to increase twice more up to 16 total. Excellent. 18 is what it would be if I need 100 in order to grow it to 18. So now I have 4 more grasp points to spend on keeping Arcana cards active. Lovely. So what do we got for Ash? 75. All right. So in order for this to open, I need to have a 3 and a 5 active. A 5 I can't maintain at the moment. That would bring my total to 17. Unless I sacrificed one of the 1s or something. Whereas this one, which is helpful, okay, I can juggle and keep in my mind at once. Eternity, a value of 3. While you channel your Omega moves, everything slows down for 0.8 seconds. Doesn't sound like much, but in the heat of battle, that can be a lot when you're trying to pull out an Omega move surrounded by enemies. Costs 25 Ash. Let's get it.
Eternity.
Oh. Okay, and as we can see, there are many more available. Now, this deck is quite large. I believe this is the final expansion of it. So now I have this active. I might be able to purchase some more. I could purchase this one. Oh. This one is a 0, which means, again, it doesn't count against my total. And it has unique triggering requirements. This one I need 30 Ash and a Pearl to unlock it. But once unlocked, it is activated by, or is awakened by, activating any surrounding card. And I currently have this one activated, so this would be a freebie pop-in. Why not? Its effect is your Hex charges up automatically as though you used 1 magic per second. As I've said, the Hex is only available after using a certain amount of magic. Well, with this active, it counts as though you're using magic 1 per second to build up your Hex. It doesn't actually use the magic, it's not spending it, but it counts as having done so. This is quite nice. And takes one of my pearls, no problem. 30 Ash, it's worth it. So let's unlock it, and then I believe it should become activated immediately.
The moon.
The moon. Even as she races her steeds across the fathomless sky, she bears witness to all. That is Selene, of course. The artwork is just great on these these decks, these cards. Okay, that has unlocked one more, but I'll only read it when I choose to purchase it. I can juggle one more point. Still want this one, for which I would need 5. And I think I'm gonna, well, I could get this or this. Yeah, and this one unlock one more. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one. Just because we can. 15 of my 20 ash. It costs 1, or it takes 1 grasp in order to hold, and I can do that. So I will be able to leave all these active and choose this one as well. The Swift Runner.
The Swift Runner.
Your sprint is 5% faster and lets you pass through most foes in your way. The flavor text: those who attempted to confront the greatest of the Greeks merely met his spear. Greatest of the Greeks, of course, being Achilles, who was a very big part of the previous game. The shade of Achilles was the guardian, the head of the guards, household guards of Hades, in the House of Hades, and also Zagreus's instructor, teaching him weaponry. So this is dedicated to him. All right, this opened up one more, a 3-1, but we'll look at those later. Right now we're full up on our grasp and on our mana, magic. Okay, good. So we've grown fairly more powerful. This is a big one, and once I get a hex, and this is always nice. Cool.
Better prepared.
Indeed. All right. Oh, sure. Let's wrap up here, and then we can go get the proceeds from that prophecy.
There's the Grave Thirst Aura by the Silver Pool.
We bid you welcome to the vanguard of the underworld.
Right.
Moonlight guides you.
Same to you.
Talk to Skelemius.
Commander, you once held a place of honor in my father's house, so you must know Cerberus. I think I found him in the morning fields, coated in miasma, heads to paws. Was he always prone to uncontrolled fits of rage?
Oh, no, he mostly sat around. We go way back. It's just I kept strategically afar, seeing as he's kind of like a dog and I'm kind of like a bone. So now he's giving you some trouble, huh?
Yeah, that's true. He did mostly just sit around. According to this game's version of the mythology, the underworld is impregnable until Zagreus got stuck his nose in things, and Cerberus just wasn't needed much anymore to guard the gates. All the other defenses and shades and everything were doing the job just fine. So yeah, he was just lounging by the throne for nearly all of the game. Okay, he is indeed giving me trouble.
It's not his fault. Kronos must have cast him from the house and put him out to pasture. But if I can just break through all that grime, I'm certain I can calm him down.
He never did like bears, just so you know.
Let's go ahead and give Skelemius a gift. We've got an extra nectar, and he is an NPC with a keepsake, so cool.
Commander, though it falls to us to keep the old traditions alive, may you partake of this nectar, unburdened by the weight of its significance.
I'm most appreciative of both the offering and of the sentiment, and I summarily shall do my part. Behold, the luckiest of my possessions is in your possession now.
You honor me, Commander.
A luckier tooth. Okay, we'll check that out in a moment. Let's see his codex entry, or his Book of Shadows entry. Skelemius, an unyielding presence. That much at least is true. You admire his wisdom and resilience. Practiced with him since you were no taller than his femur. So he was also Zagreus's, not trainer, but sparring partner. Okay, so he had a more active role with your training than with Zagreus's. He bears the manner of a mortal, which gives him an ease with which he is able to earn the trust of many of the shades of the crossroads. Or that is your impression, anyhow. Excellent. Check this out. I can salute this particular shade.
I'm pleased to see you made it here.
Who is embarrassed and kind of freaked out upon meeting me, because I'm a big deal. Yeah, so the shades that you bring back from with the Tablet of Peace, I guess, can occasionally be interacted with. Nice. All right. Check out the keepsakes. Got a few to look at, I think.
My collection grows.
Yeah, 2 more. So this was from Erebus, the Evil Eye. It deals plus 20% damage to the last foe that vanquished you, which is currently the Infernal Beast. Okay, and can also rank up. So this is quite a nice one. Usually the things that kill you are the hardest things in the game. So equipping this gives you a bonus and a leg up the next time you encounter it. But if you make a mistake and fall to some easier enemy, then it's not so helpful at all until you die again to something bigger. So that's nice. And Skelly's Luckier Tooth. After you fall to 0 health, automatically restore 51 health once this night. So it's basically a free Death Defiance, a free bonus life. Okay. And it's called the Luckier Tooth, I assume, because Zagreus had the same keepsake from Skelly in the first game, the Lucky Tooth, that restored, if I recall, 50 health at level 1. This one gives me 51 health when it's used at level 1. So slightly luckier. Cute. It's cute. Okay, these are all very good. Very, very nice, both of them. All right. Now we need to talk about... Well, actually, so there's nothing new here.
Much deeper than it looks.
Yeah, I still can't unlock this one. I don't have the requirements, or these two. So, fair enough. Nothing new to look at here. But you'll notice that of the 3 weapons I have, the staff, the blades, and the flames, which we haven't talked about yet, the flames have this glowing aura. Okay. That is the Grave Thirst that was unlocked by the incantation earlier. And as I mentioned then, that means if I do the next run with this weapon equipped, every single location will give me a few bones. And this is the game's way of rewarding you for experimenting, for diversifying, for trying out all of the weapons, learning hopefully to master all of the weapons, instead of just using the same one time and time again. And there are several mechanisms the game uses to try and encourage you to do that. This is one. And it's one that I quite like. It's within the plot. And I like being told, okay, you've got to get good at all these things. Here's your encouragement, your incentive for doing so. So I generally, almost every single time, I will choose the weapon bearing the Grave Thirst as my next run's weapon. And I'll be doing that next time. Right, so I say next time because we're going to finish this here. This is very nice, quite long enough. 1 run, 1 video. And here I'll talk, before I close, a little bit about how I'm sequencing things. My preference is to begin the video rather, with the battle, with the run. Jumping in the video, hello, how are you, right down into the combat, and finish with all the dialogues and the plot stuff going on in the crossroads. That's a little better for me because, as you just saw, a lot of the dialogues directly reference the run that preceded it. So if I were to close each video rematerializing in the crossroads and not talking to anyone, which makes thematic sense, if I were to do that, then if I don't get to play for a few days and suddenly all these dialogues are referencing things that just happened the previous night, it's a little bit of a waste. It's not as smooth, it's tough to remember, and for you folks watching these videos, it might not be such a big deal if you're watching them consecutively. But nonetheless, that's how I'm going to do it. So unless there's another overriding concern not to do it. So that's going to wrap this up. And I do thank you so much for watching. This is a lot of fun. I hope it's as fun for you as it is for me. I am quite new at this, as I've said, so I appreciate any tips or suggestions you might have in the comments. How am I doing, basically? But that aside, please do like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and we'll see you back here next time, and we'll try out the Flames of Ignium. Okay, bye for now.